So let us continue with the Maxwell equations. So in the last lecture, we were talking about the Maxwell equations and their differential forms, their derivation in the differential forms. Derived the equations, and the first Maxwell equation was del dot D is equal to rho, which is the differential form of first Maxwell equation. Second was del dot B is equal to 0, which is second equation, and third one was curl of E is equal to minus dB by dt, which is Maxwell's third equation in differential form. And fourth one was curl of H is equal to J plus dd by dt, where H is the magnetic field strength, J is the current density, and D is the displacement vector. Then we talked about the displacement current. What is the displacement current and what is its significance? Today we are going to talk about the Maxwell equation in integral form, and simultaneously we will also talk about the significance of the Maxwell equations. Maxwell equations in integral form. So by using Gauss theorem and Stokes theorem, we can again convert the Maxwell equations from differential form to integral form, and then we can explain what is their physical significance. So let us take the first equation. First Maxwell equation is divergence of displacement vector D is equal to rho, where rho is the volume charge density. So if you integrate this over an arbitrary volume V, then this equation becomes volume integral of del dot D dV is equal to volume integral rho dV. Okay, so we can just change the volume integral over left hand side uh, using Gauss divergence theorem. So if we use the Gauss divergence theorem on the left hand side of this equation, we know that according to Gauss divergence theorem, the surface integral of a vector field is equal to the divergence is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of the same vector field. So that means the left hand side can be written as surface integral d dot ds is equal to volume integral rho dv. Okay, where S is the surface which bounds the volume V. Okay, so if we have this volume V, so this volume is bound by the surface S. Now this, we know that the volume integral of volume charge density rho dV is equal to Q, the charge enclosed. So this is the entire charge enclosed within this surface which is having volume V and bounded by the surface S. So that means this is equal to Q. So that means surface integral of D dot ds is equal to Q, which is the Maxwell first equation in integral form, and its significance is this says that the net outward flux of electric displacement vector, the net outward flux of the electric displacement vector through the surface S, which is enclosing a volume, is equal to the net charge contained within that volume. Okay, so नेट आउटवर्ड फ्लक्स इस सरफेस से कितना आउटवर्ड फ्लक्स, कितना फ्लक्स जो है वो बाहर आ रहा है, सो दैट इज द नेट आउटवर्ड फ्लक्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर थ्रू द सरफेस enclosing a volume is equal to the net charge contained within that volume. Okay, so I'm just writing it over here. The net outward flux of electric displacement vector through the surface enclosing a volume is equal to the net charge enclosed or net charge contained within that volume. Okay, so this is the physical significance of first Maxwell equation. Okay, now let us go to the Maxwell second equation. Is it done, students? Should I move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So second Maxwell equation is divergence of magnetic flux density B is equal to 0. This is the second Maxwell equation. So again, if you take the surface integral on both sides of this equation, so this gives surface integral S del dot B is equal to 0. Okay, again you can apply Gauss divergence theorem here. So this is the surface integral of divergence of a vector field, right? And which is equal to the sorry, you have to take the volume integral on both sides, not surface integral. So just taking the volume integral on both sides of this equation, this is the equation, volume integral V divergence of B is equal to 0. So according to applying Gauss divergence theorem over here, so if you apply the Gauss divergence theorem, this says that the surface integral of B dot ds is equal to 0, right? Because according to Gauss divergence theorem, the surface integral of a vector field is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of same vector field, right? So this is the conversion. Again, here S is the surface which bounds the volume V, and this represents Maxwell second equation in integral form. The significance of Maxwell's second equation is that net outward flux of magnetic induction B through any closed surface is equal to 0. Net outward flux of magnetic induction, magnetic field density को ही magnetic induction भी बोलते हैं. So magnetic induction B, net outward flux of magnetic induction B through any closed surface to any closed surface is equal to 0. So this is the second equation. Similarly, third one is Maxwell third equation is curl of electric field vector E is equal to minus dB by dt. This is Maxwell third equation in differential form. So again, if you take the surface
ये डेल
integral,
भी है या डी बी?
this is del. This one is divergence, and this one is del. This is partial differentiation, dB by dt.
तो डेल
Yeah, you can say that. Okay, so let us take the surface integral on both sides of this equation so that it becomes surface integral del cross E ds is equal to minus surface integral dB by dt, and this is ds. Okay, so which is equal to, you can take the partial differentiation outside, this is d by dt outside, and then this is surface integral b dot ds. Okay, now you can use the Stokes theorem over here. So Stokes theorem says that the line integral of any vector field is equal to the surface integral of the curl of that same vector field. So this left hand side of this equation, it becomes line integral E dot dl is equal to minus d by dt, and this, you know, this is the total magnetic flux, okay, through the surfaces. So this is phi, right, because we know that phi is equal to surface integral b dot ds. Okay, so this is minus of d phi by dt. Okay, so this is your Maxwell third equation in integral form. This is your Maxwell third equation in the integral form, and the significance of this equation is that the electromotive force that is EMF, whose value is equal to line integral E dot dl. So the electromotive force around a closed path around a closed path is equal to negative rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the path. Okay, so that is negative d phi by dt, phi being the magnetic flux linked with the path. Okay, so the electromotive force EMF around a closed path is equal to the negative rate of change of the magnetic flux linked with the path. This is the significance of Maxwell third equation. Similarly, the fourth one is Maxwell fourth equation is del cross H is equal to J plus dd by dt. Okay, where H is the magnetic field strength, J is the surface charge density, and D is the displacement vector. Now, if you take the surface integral of this equation on both sides, then this becomes surface integral del cross H dot ds is equal to surface integral J plus dd by dt dot ds. Okay, let us use again Stokes theorem to convert the surface integral on left hand side of this equation into the line integral. Okay, so using Stokes theorem here. In left hand side, so this becomes line integral h dl is equal to surface integral J plus dd by dt. Okay, so this represents Maxwell's fourth equation. Maxwell's fourth equation in integral form. The
क्लोज्ड
significant,
लाइन इंटीग्रल ना होगा,
yes, sorry, this is closed line integral, not line integral.
ऊपर भी क्या जगह नहीं लिखा होगा,
ऊपर just a minute.
मतलब मीन्स पिछले वाले में
This one. Okay, so significance of this equation is the magnetomotive force जिसको आप MMF भी बोलते हो, is equal to closed line integral h dot dl around a closed path is equal to the conduction current is equal to the conduction current, J को आप conduction current बोलते हो, plus displacement current plus displacement plus displacement current through any surface bounded by the path. Okay, so this is the Maxwell equations, very important article. Maxwell equations in differential form, Maxwell equations in integral form, दोनों ही important है, and जब भी पूछा जाता है साथ में physical significance जरूर पूछा जाता है. Okay, so this is all about the Maxwell equations. Yeah, for some special cases, for example, when you are dealing with the Maxwell equations in free space, तो उसमें क्या होगा, rho the charge density will be 0, the volume charge density will be 0 for the free space. तो अगर free space में पूछा जाए आपको कि Maxwell equations लिखो, then rho will become 0, that is number one. And secondly, J will also become 0. The current density, the surface current density with J will also become 0. तो अगर आपको स्पेशल केस में ये पूछा जाए कि मैक्सवेल इक्वेशंस को फ्री स्पेस में बताइए, तो आपको रो को भी 0 करना है और J को भी आपको 0 करना है. In this fourth equation and in the first equation, they will change. Rest of the equations, they will remain same. Okay. say Maxwell equations in free space are del dot D is equal to 0, del dot B is equal to 0, del cross E is equal to minus dB by dt, and fourth one is del cross H is equal to dd by dt, where E is equal to epsilon naught because we are talking about the free space. So here we have to take the permittivity of the free space, which is epsilon naught, and B is equal to mu naught H, where mu naught is the permeability of the free space. However, if we are talking about the Maxwell equations in a medium, in a isotropic medium, let's say, then in that case in medium, so in that case del dot E is equal to rho upon epsilon naught. Okay, first one, del cross H is equal to 0, या del cross B भी लिख सकते हो, doesn't matter. So del cross E is equal to minus mu dH by dt, because mu B is equal to mu H होता है. Okay, so this is the third one, and fourth one is del cross H is equal to J plus epsilon dE by dt. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमने चेंज किया है because we know that D is equal to epsilon E in case if it is a medium, and B is equal to mu H in medium. Okay, so this is all about Maxwell equations. Yes students, is that okay? Any doubt?
मैम फिर जो स्टार्टिंग में कराई थी वो कौन सी मीडियम के लिए थी?
स्टार्टिंग में
जो स्टार्टिंग में आपने कराई थी मैक्सवेल इक्वेशन, वो कौन से मीडियम के लिए थी?
यही जो आपने अभी तक करी है ना, या हाँ समझ गई मैं. सो दिस इज द ये जो वही इक्वेशंस है जो हमने शुरू में की हैं, बट हमने क्या किया, हमने पहले मैक्सवेल इक्वेशंस हमने डिफरेंशियल फॉर्म में लिखी, डिफरेंशियल फॉर्म में डिराइव करी, राइट. देन आज जो हमने किया दैट वाज मैक्सवेल इक्वेशंस इन इंटीग्रल फॉर्म, राइट. और ये जो मैंने मीडियम में लिखी वो वही है जो हमने मीडियम में निकाला हुआ है पहले. जस्ट इसको हमने मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया, डी की जगह पे डी की जगह पे हमने क्या कर दिया, एप्सिलॉन ई कर दिया. ओके, और सॉरी हाँ ठीक है, ये एप्सिलॉन होगा, सॉरी, ठीक है. और बी को मैंने म्यू एच कर दिया. सो दिस कई बार आपको पूछा जाता है इस तरह से घुमा फिरा के, सो यू शुड नो ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ओके, okay, so if there is no questions, that's all for today. Next हम हमारे एक दो आर्टिकल और बचते हैं. So I think most probably we will be completing your syllabus maybe by the end of this week.